the fourth wall. The cards.
Says, oh, well, get wrecked.
The world's funny, I get it now, I'm a sociopath!
Standing on the Edge, an MHA one-shot. Shoto Todoroki loved feeling the wind against his face. It washed all of his worries away. Often, he would visit the roof of UA. It was quiet, empty, and the wind was always there. He's headed there now. Stupid dad. It's always about being all-mighty, doing stupid hero work. Can't even bother to spend time with his own son, Todoroki grumbled. The stairs creaked as he made his way to the top of UA. And to his surprise, the door to the roof was open. No one else but me is ever up here. So why is the door open? Todoroki dismissed the question, thinking that maybe he didn't fully close it or the wind had opened the door. Now I might like the wind even more, he thought aloud, making his way outside. He sat down on the smooth concrete, closing his eyes and letting the wind wash away his problems. The wind whipped his hair and violently blew against him, but Shoto did not mind. The wind was his friend, and he enjoyed its company. As he sat and greeted his windy companion, time seemed to slow. The wind always listened to Shoto's problems and understood him. It never judged him or made him do things he was uncomfortable with. Sure, it would deal him a big gusty whack to the head and scold him if he started blaming himself or didn't eat properly. But Shoto did not mind. The wind was only looking out for his health like a good friend would. Soon, Shoto had to leave. He stood up and headed for the exit, but the wind pulled him back. Shoto was surprised. The wind had never tugged him back or made a fuss when he tried to leave. Then something caught his eye. It was a familiar yellow school bag. Todoroki grabbed the lone backpack. Why would something like this be laying around? He asked himself. Shoto started to look for a name on the bag that could help him return it to the owner. Upon closer inspection, the yellow bag seemed to be in good condition, yet he couldn't find a single name anywhere on it. Maybe it wanted to take this with me in hopes of finding the owner. And so Todoroki brought the lone backpack along with him. This time, he made sure that the door closed properly when he left. He walked into the dorms and was greeted by Ochaku Uraraka. Hey, Todoroki! What you got there? She said, bounding over. A bag. I found it laying around up on the roof. Shoto scanned the room and realized that Izuku was not there. Looking for Midoriya? Ida asked him. He nodded. None of us has seen him at all today. It's kind of weird. Kirishima chimed in. I'm going to try to find the owner of this bag, he said before walking off to his room. Shoto arrived at his dorm and placed the bag onto his desk. He emptied the contents. Inside, there were just regular school supplies and notebooks with illegible handwriting. But then, Todoroki saw something in the pencil pouch that sent him chills. There were 2 bloody knives, a loaded gun, and a stained note. He shuddered. It was only after reading the note that Shoto had panicked. Grabbing his phone, he called Mr. Aizawa. A gruff and tired voice spoke to him. What is it, Todoroki? Sensei? I found a... Aizawa quickly cut him off. I'm coming over now. Shoto Aizawa was doing paperwork in the teacher's lounge when he got a phone call from one of his students. What is it, Todoroki? Sensei? Aizawa quickly realized that something was wrong. Shoto Todoroki has never stuttered before in his life. I've found a... I'm coming over now. He leapt from his chair, snatched his capture scarf, and raced over. Shota also informed the other pro heroes of the situation. When he got to the Class 1A dorms, the front door was locked. Aizawa quickly broke the door down and charged in. No one was downstairs. Soft weeping could be heard from one of the higher floors, though. He booked it upstairs and followed the soft cries that came from Shoto Todoroki's room. As he approached the room, he could see some of his students at the doorway. Sensei. What happened? He exclaimed. Todoroki found Midoriya's bag on the roof. There were bloody knives and a gun and a note that said I couldn't leave without saying goodbye. Bakugo answered him. Although he sounded calm, Aizawa knew that Bakugo was silently crying and blaming himself. Todoroki ran up before he could stop him. He said he was going to look for Midoriya, Tokoyami added. Aizawa did not hesitate to run after his students. Damn it, how could I have been so blind? Shoto Todoroki desperately searched for Izuku. He yelled his name and checked everywhere for him. Midoriya! Midoriya, where are you? Then it hit him. The roof. Shoto climbed the stairs of UA. He tripped on a few, but that didn't stop him from getting to Midoriya. Please be okay, please be okay, please be okay. The door to the roof soon came into view, and Shoto wasted no time busting through. There on the ledge sat a familiar green-haired boy. Midoriya! He cried out. The greenette spun around to reveal a teary-eyed face. Oh, hi, Todoroki. Izuku sniffed and rubbed his eyes. It's kind of funny, actually. I never thought I'd find myself up here again. Again? This has happened before? When I was in middle school, I was bullied. One day, a student told me to go take a swan dive off the roof, and I almost did. But now, Izuku started to choke up. Now I can't take it anymore. He broke into tears. Shoto hugged him tightly. Midoriya, we're always here for you. No, you won't go through this on your own, he murmured softly. It's not just me that wants to help you. Shoto looked over at the others who had recently arrived. We are all here for you. Izuku burst into tears. He gripped Shoto's shirt and cried into it. The others soon came over and joined the group hug. Even Bakugo. The wind had murmured something, and Todoroki looked up. There, he saw the spirit of Hisashi Midoriya. They stared at each other. Thank you, he murmured. Hisashi nodded, and his spirit flew away, bringing a windy breeze to the students of Class 1A. Something inside Shoto told him that Hisashi was the wind that had guided him. But now, he'll be the wind to guide Izuku, and he'll be the best wind he can be. Because the wind is always there for you.
Denied.
Guys, watch this. Pretty cool, huh?